One of the biggest mistake anyone can make when sewing an outfit is to use a wrong measurement. No matter what you do, no matter how beautiful the outfit may be, if it's the wrong size and the person puts it on, it loses its fit completely. Then you have to start making adjustments here and there, which is super stressful, and waste a whole lot of time. So to avoid all of that, today's tutorial will be on how to take accurate body measurements so that our outfit fits perfectly after sewing with little to no adjustments. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Divine, and if this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for stopping by once again. Kindly watch today's video to the end, like, comment, share, and click the subscribe button so you get updated anytime I post a video on this channel. Okay, so this will be our model for today, and I want to name my dress form. I'm going to name her Favor because my sister's name is Favor and she refused to be a model in my video today. So this dress form here is Favor. So let's start the measurement for Favor today. So the first measurement we'll be taking is our shoulder measurement. That is from one shoulder bone to the other shoulder bone. So let me turn Favor. There's a bone on the tip of our shoulder. So we're placing our tape from the beginning of that bone all the way to the other tip of the bone. And the measurement here is 16.5. So Favor's shoulder is 16.5. Okay, so the next measurement we'll be taking is our up bust measurement. That is the part before our bust, above our bust is where we'll be placing our tape. And if you can see the way the back is, we make sure our tape does not fall like this. We need to carry it up. Exactly, like this. You can see how high the tape is. So we'll be measuring the up bust, that is above the bust, and this is 37.5. So the up bust for today for Favor is 37.5. The next thing we'll be measuring is our bust circumference. And now we'll be placing the tape on the fullest part of the bust. So if you can see from the side, we'll place the tape on the fullest part where the bust is full. At the fullest part, that's where we'll be placing our tape for the bust circumference. So here now, I have 39. I have 39 here, or 38. So when you're measuring this bust, we'll make sure our tape does not press the bust. Your hand should be able to sit in like this. Do you get? Your hand should be able to sit in like this. So here now I have 38. So this bust is 38. So the next measurement will be our round under bust. That is the circumference of the under bust. So as I said earlier, this is the under bust. We need to get the circumference of the under bust. So we will take our tape round and take it round the under of the bust. And you make sure one hand is inside. Let it be firm. Here I have 33 inches for the round under bust. So the next thing we're measuring now is the round body. That is, you can see now there's the curve here. This part of the body is the thinnest. Do you get? This part of the body is the thinnest. We're not coming down here to get the round body. This part is obviously fuller than this part, and this part is fuller than this part. So if we were to measure that, we'll tie our tape. As you can see, Favor has a band already on the waist part. But if you're measuring on a person and there's no band, obviously, you will get the thinnest, look at the thinnest part of the waist, and you can tie a tape on the thinnest part of the waist. Do you get? You can tie a tape on the thinnest part of the waist. But since Favor here already has a tape or a band on the thinnest part of the waist, we don't need to tie a tape. And for some people that you cannot locate where it's thin on their waist, that is, their waist is a little bit fuller, so you can't locate where it's thin. You can just tell them to tilt like this. When they tilt like this, the place that goes inside more is where the round body is, where the waist is. So they will tilt. When they tilt, there's a sharp bend. You will tie your tape on that sharp bend to get the round body. So we're measuring the round body for Favor here. And the round body here is 29. The round body here is 29.5. 29.5 is the round body. As you can see that one of my finger is in between the tape measure. It's not just like this. So I should be able to place a finger inside. So this is 29.5. Okay. So the next thing we're measuring is the hip circumference. That is the fullest part of the hip, round it. And you can see here, which will locate where is fuller on this hip part. Then we'll place our tape round that point. So as you can see here, you can see how my tape is. My tape is on the fullest part of the butt at the back. So the hip here is 40. As you can see, one of my finger is also still inside the tape. So the hip here is 40. So the next measurement now we'll be taking is the vertical measurement. So from our shoulder tip here, we'll be getting our apex. And our apex is from the shoulder to the fullest part of the bust is our apex. So we'll be marking it out now. Shoulder to the fullest part of the bust, where we took our bust measurement. And we have here 10. So here we have 10 for the apex. The next measurement now we'll be measuring is the length to under bust. So this is our under bust. To get the length to the under bust is from the shoulder to under the bust. So now we'll make sure our tape climbs on top of the bust. We cannot take it like this. Cannot take it like this. So we need to make sure it climbs on top of the bust. And we take the length to the under bust. So here I have 13 inches. After the length to the under bust, the next measurement to be taken is our half length. So the half length is also from the shoulder to where we tied this our tape, the beginning of it, where we tied our tape. That is the thinnest part of the shape of the waist. So from our shoulder to the tip of the tape, we have 17 inches. So that is the half length for Favor here, for her front. Now to get the back half length. So returning favor to the back now, and we're measuring. So from this, we'll also come to the shoulder tip and measure all the way to the top of the tape. So as you can see here, I have 16 inches. So for the front, I had 17 inches. For the back, I had 16 inches. That's a difference of 1 inch. And it is different because the front has breast at the front. So the bust at the front is making it protrude more. So the back measure, because of the back does not have bust, it is shorter at the back. So this can range from 1 inch. If it's for some people, you can have 2 inches difference in their half length from the front and back. So for this now is 16 inches. So after that, the next measurement will be our blouse our blouse full length. That is where we want our blouse to stop. So I'll be starting from here now to where I want, don't forget it needs to cross on top, to where I want the blouse to stop. So for favor here today, I want the blouse to stop at 24 inches. So you ask favor, where does she like her blouse to be? If she wants it at 25, if she wants it at 26, or if she wants it at 23, you need to ask her. So for this measurement today, I'll be going with 23 inches. So the blouse length is 23 inches. So next is the bust span. The bust span, which is also known as, or which people also call nipple to nipple, that is from one nipple to another nipple. So we'll locate the fullest part of the bust and place our tape there. So from one nipple to another nipple, the fullest part, as you can see here, I have 7.5. So that is the nipple to nipple, or the bust span. So now the next measurement will be our hip line. That is from the waist to the fullest part of the hip. That is our hip line. So for this dummy here, or for favor here, I'll be measuring from the top of this tape to the fullest part of the hip. That will be our hip line. To the fullest part of the hip, I have 8 inches. 8 inches, that is the hip line for this measurement. So the next measurement we'll be taking now is for the skirt. If you are making a skirt, you just need to ask the person, where do you place your skirt? For some people like to wear their skirts on their navel, their belly button. That's where they like placing their skirt on. But some people like putting it on the low waist. They like putting it very low on their waists. So you ask them, where do you like putting your skirt, or where do you put your skirt? So if they put their skirt here, you will measure from here where they put their skirt to the skirt length where they want the skirt to stop. If they want it to be here, you can measure it 16 inches. If they want it longer, you can measure it. If they want it to the floor, you can measure it. If they want it flowy, to flow on the floor, you can measure, place your tape and measure how long they want the skirt to be. Also, if it's for a dress, to get the dress full length, you put your tape, you measure from the top of the shoulder, you measure to the floor, or where they want their gown to stop. If they want the gown to stop here, 33, you measure. If they want it to stop on their knee, you measure. If they want it to stop on their ankle bone, you measure. So depending on where they want it to stop, that's where you measure. So favor here does not have a sleeve, or a hand rather. So I'll be bringing in favor's friend, another dress form with a sleeve, so that I can show us how to take the sleeve measurements. To measure the sleeve now, we'll be taking it from the tip of this where our shoulder bone is. We're placing our tape there and taking it now to where we want our short sleeve to stop. Length, we can mark it out. Then the next is our, when we're placing our tape, we should place it like this. From the shoulder tip, we'll take it back, measure the elbow, the ankle, the elbow rather, which is 13.5. After that, we'll take it again to the wrists. Let it pass through the elbow to the wrists. And here I have 23.5. So now to measure the bicep circumference. This is the bicep here. The bicep is the fullest part of the arm here. So you tell the person to bend their hand a little bit, let it be slanted. Like this dummy's own is a little bit slanted, but it should slant a bit more. Then you take the fullest part from here to here, anywhere that is the fullest part. You place your tape there. Mark the fullest part. Measure the fullest part. So here I have 9.5, the fullest part. The next measurement will be the elbow, this elbow circumference. So we'll place the tape on the elbow and measure. Here we have 9 inches. Then next, we'll place the tape on the wrist to measure. It should be a little bit loose so our hand can enter into the sleeve. It should not be so firm, except it's a stretchy fabric, of course. So if it's not a stretchy fabric, we need to make it a little bit loose so our hands can enter. Then the wrist here is 8 inches. So I hope we understand that. 8 inches for the sleeve, for the wrist circumference. Lastly, we also need to measure the knee measurement, that is immediately above the knee, where our kneecap starts from. That's also an important measurement. So from the shoulder tip, we'll pass it through the bust and measure to the top of the knee, before the kneecap. Here I have 39 inches, as you can see. So that will be all for this. So these are all the measurements required when making an outfit like a blouse, a skirt, a dress. These are the measurements that we'll be making use of anytime we're making an outfit. I hope you understood today's video, but if you don't, you can always watch this video again so you have a better understanding on how to take accurate body measurements. Also, if you still don't understand after watching the video again, you can always ask your questions in the comment section and I will reply as soon as possible. If you've not subscribed yet, click on the subscribe button below so you get updated anytime we post a video on this channel. Thank you. Bye for now.